So this morning I took Molly out. Molly is our dog that we had rescued, and she's 3 years old and she is a handful sometimes. Well, she did everything she was supposed to do. And we came back in and I made a cup of coffee and sat down and, well, within a few minutes she's standing in front of me looking at me like, I'm trying to tell you something and why won't you do it? And I've asked her different questions. Do you want to go outside? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do the other thing? And she just stands there. And then she starts whining. I don't know what she's trying to communicate to me. And I finally took her back out. And, well, that's what she wanted. She wanted to go back out because she wasn't done doing what she was doing earlier. It reminded me of a verse in Isaiah chapter 55, verses 8 and 9 specifically. And it says there that God speaking, he says, my thoughts are nothing like your thoughts, and my ways are far from anything you could imagine. For just as the heavens are higher than the earth, so my ways are higher than your ways. And my thoughts, well, they're higher than your thoughts. I thought about communication. And communication sometimes is hard. It's hard with my wife and myself. I say one thing and she hears something else, or vice versa. And sometimes when I'm trying to hear what God is saying, I can't understand it. I can't understand it because I don't see it the same way. I don't see it from his perspective, from his perch, from his dimension. And the thing is that God sees the beginning and the end in life, in all things, and so he understands what's coming and what's going to be out in the future. And so when he's asking me to do something in the present, I don't see the future, and I balk, and I fight against it. And yet God is saying, trust me, for I have you in mind, and that plan is a good plan. But just like Molly and I, we struggle through communication. I don't always understand what she's trying to tell me. I don't understand what God is trying to tell me. And I think that's true for all of us. We struggle with it. So what's the solution? Well, the solution is, again, from scriptures, don't lean on your own understanding. Seek God in all things and follow after his thoughts and not our thoughts. And sometimes those thoughts don't seem realistic. Sometimes those words don't seem, well, like I want to do them. But in the end, they're the right ones. So my challenge to you is really to be thinking about how you're doing in the area of communicating with God. Sometimes prayer is simply listening to that still small voice. Practice that today, would you? Hey, until next time, God bless.